Hey guys, I'm back. So today we're here to talk about two ships. First off, Yuka and Sukka. That's Yue and Sokka and Suki and Sokka. And we know there's other pairs with Sokka, but I'm not going to talk about those today. So Yue and Sokka. You as a really big fan of Avatar, you never really think about their pairing because it was so short and it happened so fast. Like he fell in love as soon as he saw her, and then they had like two episodes together, and then it was done. She had a whole arc in like two episodes, and it was like a forbidden love type of thing. He was like a peasant, even though he wasn't necessarily a peasant, because he's technically royalty, I guess you could call it that. He was the chief's son, and she was the chief's daughter, but the North Pole was like a kingdom, and then the South Pole was more like a tribe. So, there's that. But that's semantics. And then Suki and Sokka, they were more like a meant to be type of thing going on. Honestly. I mean, they had more chemistry. But, I wouldn't mind Yue and Sokka being together. What would that be like, though? If she didn't die, what would that be like? That's insane to me. Like, 'cause she wasn't necessarily a boring character, but nothing big really happened with Yue. So I'm thinking like, what would Yue and Sokka's relationship even be like? Like, would she leave her kingdom and go join Team Avatar? But then that would be too many water tribe people on the team. And then like, if if she's the princess, she got to stay and like be with her kingdom, right? But then again, like the royalty does go out and fight in wars because Azula went out and fought in the war. And Zuko went out and fought in the war and all that. I mean, the actual monarch usually stays behind in their kingdom for the most part, but like family members, like Iroh, he went out and fought in the war. But yeah, so Yue, like, she probably joined Team Avatar then. But like, that'd be a lot of Water Tribe members on the team. It'd be water and air. And then they would finally get an Earthbender in season two. And then like, the other option would be Sokka staying in the Water Tribe. Like he just stays in the Northern Water Tribe and leaves Aang and Katara. That would not work at all. Cause he was kind of it would just be a duo and like would they be a good duo? Would Aang and Katara be a good duo together just by themselves? I mean I'm sure they'd be entertaining enough, interesting and all that, but it'd just be something missing. Sokka is needed, he's necessary. I don't know. A whole show with just them. It wouldn't be just them. Eventually they would probably meet Toph and whatever things would go down the same way, I guess, just different. I mean, that'd be insane. What else would that affect? If Sokka stayed, then like they wouldn't have a lot of all the ideas that he had would be gone. And I mean, the boomerang, when Combustion Man comes after them, who's going to throw the boomerang at his head? And it, he's just a catalyst for so many episodes. I mean, like he just does so much. I don't know. Then when the Fire Nation came to attack, I don't remember which temple it was, but the inventor, the guy who like made the blimps, he invented air balloons, whatever they're called, hot air balloons. He invented hot air balloons in the episode, and they say Sokka like helped him. I mean, I guess I'll give that to Sokka. He gave him the idea of putting a lid on it. So yeah, I would say Sokka helped him. He technically had a part in inventing it, I guess. But yeah, like how would he figure that out? And then, the eggs, the natural gas in there, like Sokka was the one who was like, let's throw the engine into the thing, into the pit, made that big ass explosion, and the Fire Nation like ran away. Sokka made some really good ideas. And in season two, they go back to the city of Omashu. When they go back, Sokka like has the little octopus things, little squids, and it made him look like he was sick. And then they would never escape. Sokka does a lot. Sokka is really a good character. I mean, they go to the library because of Sokka. So like that whole episode of the library would not happen. And then Sokka goes to the library. He figures out the eclipse, the lunar eclipse. Was it the solar eclipse? No, it was a solar eclipse. Sokka figures out the solar eclipse. He's the reason why they go to the Fire Nation and they attack on the day of Black Sun. So he's too important to stay. So like, I mean, I don't feel like she had to die, cause like if she lived and like they fought and won the battle, or whatever, without Yue dying and stuff, and without killing the moon, and after Aang stopped him, like if he could figure it out, I don't even know what he would have done in a circumstance where the moon spirit didn't die, and then the ocean spirit didn't help him. But let's say they do it, they figure it out, they fight the Fire Nation. Like Sokka would probably just be like, "I love you" or whatever, but I can't stay here. Like we gotta part ways for now, I guess. But if they part ways for now, then how would he act with Suki? Just think about that. Like, cause Suki liked him, he would have turned her down. Like that would have been crazy. Usually, stuff like that is not shown on TV shows. Dudes turning the girl down like unironically. It's not played for laugh. Like he has a girlfriend and he's like really turning her down. That usually never happens. Usually some dramatic BS. Cause then we might get into like a Legend of Korra level love triangle, which would be terrible, and that would just bring the show down. So ironically, Yue's death was probably the best thing that happened for the show. Cause imagine like Suki, how would Suki act with Sokka in a relationship? Like, would she be salty? I feel like they wouldn't. Like, no one, they would never write the characters that way. Like, I don't know what Legend of Korra was doing. I'm gonna stop trying to trash Legend of Korra, but like, I feel like in Avatar, they would never just make a character like jealous, super jealous of stuff, and if they did, I mean, they would make it make sense.